How did we get here? Birth, school, work, and now infection, injury, or death caused by some evil pandemic? It's been over 100 years, plus billions and billions of dollars in treatment and research, and this is what it all comes to? Drug, cut, burn. Drug, cut, burn. Drug, cut, burn. There are more viruses on Earth than there are stars in the universe. So with this ocean of pathogens, what does the future hold? Contact mapping, medical passports, vampire capitalism, a zombie apocalypse, or are we at the dawn of a new golden age, a Renaissance 2.0? During these trying times, what are your thoughts? What will your grandchildren and great-grandchildren say about you? What will be your legacy? Or will you pass on without a whisper as if you were never even here?
Yes, nailed that cold open. I nailed that cold open. So, how is everybody doing? All right. I got so excited. I didn't know what was going on. So, yes, very exciting times. Very, very, very exciting times. So, let's get some music going. All right. So, I wish with the Streamlabs you would see your mic working. So I can't hear me, so I just don't know. I have to rely on my previous webcasts to just imagine a mix is going on. All right. So where should we start off? I think we can start off in a good place. What do you say? Oops. What do you say we give a big round of applause for our guest, Jack Nicholson? Come on. Where's the round of applause? There they are. So, we're talking about turning this artwork into an NFT. And so I've been doing a lot of research. And so I'm gonna kinda, right? So it exists in the real world. And then so the idea is to take a very detailed images. So like a number of different snapshots, put them all together. So it's this nice big image that you can delve into, and then to sell that as an NFT. Now, an NFT is a very sort of new thing, and so we're going to look at this NFT world, right? And so the thing that if you are anywhere sort of in this space, you've heard of these Bored Apes, right? So what is a Bored Ape NFT? It's a non-fungible token that says you own a digital item. All right, so who owns Bored Apes? Yes, there can be accountability, says Mark Cuban. So Mark Cuban, the billionaire, owned 2 Bored Apes. The reason is that all transactions are based on smart contracts written to the blockchain, which is the antithesis of traditional business. Okay, now this guy is supposed to be a really super smart guy, right? So he's got he owns some Bored Apes, right? Why is it so expensive? Well, each individual ape is different. Some are rarer than others. In fact, some traits like golden fur and laser eyes are so rare that less than 1% of all apes have them. This in turn drives up their prices. All right, so you kind of get the idea. There is this. So, what is the price? So, as mentioned above, Bored Ape were first minted at zero point 0.0 ETH, but now they're worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. What's the most expensive Bored Ape? So, $6.6 million. Yes, $6.6 million. All right, so. So you go here, right? Here's your Bored ape sort of place. So you're hanging out there, and then you connect your crypto wallet, and so you have to purchase a Bored Ape to be a part of this metaverse. So enter. So here's like your Bored Ape Club, man, right? So you pay 6 whatever $1 million, and you get to be part of this club. Buy an ape on OpenSea. The initial sale is sold out, so to get your Bored Ape, check out the collection on OpenSea. So now there's people reselling these Bored Apes. All right. So the bathroom pre-sale period is over. So it's this NFT community on OpenSea, and OpenSea is Ethereum based. All right, Bored Ape Club. 10,000 items, floor price. So these are all bid in ETH. So yeah, these are hundreds of thousands of dollars. Price United States dollars. They're in ETH though. So I don't know. First time I've been on this space, but okay. So this is what I want to sort of. This is sort of what I want to. In my research, this is sort of. So you think, because Mark Cuban, right, who's supposed to be this incredibly smart person, because he's got a Bored Ape that he's done the due diligence, and so it's got to be cool. Okay, so here's the problem with that. All right, let me just make sure. Okay, see that face? Take a good look at that face. Does that face scare you? That face scares me, man. I saw that walking. I see that walking up in the middle of the night. I'd be like, man, what is this? Kind of looks alien-like. Anyways, this is Elizabeth Holmes, and I'm gonna turn off the music here for 1 sec. All right. So she's got this like deep voice. She was the Silicon Valley darling because she was sort of the male version of Steve Jobs, kind of hooked into his image with the turtleneck, and dropped out of Stanford, and so she was this female version of the Silicon Valley sort of American dream. And so listen to her.
In which every person gets access to this type of basic testing.
Okay, so she was just convicted for fraud, and she had a company called Theranos that raised billions of dollars, and on her board of directors were people like Henry Kissinger, George Schultz. I'm sorry, I'm in trouble. And so, thank you. So, anyways, and so anybody who's ever done a capital raise, anybody who's raised money for anything, you're looking for a pool of investors. And so you're basically on the hunt. It could take you months, maybe sometimes takes years. And what you're looking for is the lead investor. You find a Henry Kissinger, you find a George Schultz, you find a Mark Cuban, you find somebody with status that invests in your project. The money then just flows in. You don't even need a pitch deck or a business plan. All you got to say, well, this person, invested, give your elevator speech, and the money will flow in. And so Elizabeth, where are you, Elizabeth? Elizabeth, this is such a scary. I would never just look at that. How could you invest in somebody that look with the eyes like she looks like she's an alien? Anyways, so no one. Where's my music? No one asked. Oops, sorry. The end. No. Oops, sorry. Not this guy. So
Success.
which
So no one asked a very simple question,
every person gets access to,
which is, no one asked a very simple question, which was, does this freaking thing work? And so what she was selling was, you just take a prick of blood and you put it in a little vial, you send it off to somewhere or put it in a machine, and it does like over 100 tests and tells you if you're sick or not. And the problem was, it didn't work. The machine was giving out false positives, telling you had cancer and AIDS when you didn't, and all this other stuff. So she was just recently convicted for fraud, but there's a responsibility if you're investing in something to do due diligence. And so everybody in the world is like NFTs, Mark Cuban, what's her name? Hilton, Paris Hilton, everybody's buying NFTs. And so I'm going to just turn you on to something I've discovered, which is just, I find unbelievably interesting. Okay, so let's just take a quick look. And what is a blockchain? Right? What is a blockchain in simple terms? It's very important. A blockchain, in simple terms, a blockchain is a distributed database that is shared among the nodes of a computer network. Say that again. A blockchain is a distributed database that is shared among the nodes of a computer network. So it's not on a server. StreamYard, where we're broadcasting from, is on a server. Okay? Google, YouTube, right? The central bank prints money on a server. As a database, a blockchain stores information electronically in a digital format on this decentralized, right? Decentralized blockchain. That is the theory. That's what everybody is believing. That's what everybody is hooking into. Okay? So you have the big players, which are Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then this, just a couple of days ago, last month, this, it's not even a white paper, it's a post, all about live projects. And this self-described computer geek did this post, And so what his name is Moxie, what he describes in this post should be like freaking out anybody who wants to invest in NFTs or digital currencies. Okay, so I'm going to play Charles Hoskinson. I'm going to play him reading this Moxie post, and then I'm just going to go back to the post, and so you could read it. We can read it together. All right, so here we go.
Great. Making an NFT. I also wanted to create a more traditional NFT. Most people think of images and digital art when they think of NFTs, but NFTs generally do not store that data on chain. For most NFTs of most images, that would be much too
Okay,
expensive.
did you hear what this guy is proposing? He's saying that the NFT, these bored apes, these assets worth hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, are not stored on the blockchain. Did you hear what this guy is proposing? All right, so I'll continue.
Instead of storing on-chain data, NFTs instead contain a URL that points to the data. What surprised me about the standards was that there's no hash commitment for the data located at the URL, which is extraordinary to me too. That's like, what? You can't verify that the image is authentic? Looking at many of the NFTs on popular marketplaces being sold for tens, hundreds, or millions of dollars, that URL often just points to some VPS running Apache somewhere. Anyone with access to that machine, anyone who buys that domain name in the future, or anyone who compromises that machine can change the image, title, description, etc. for the NFT to whatever they'd like at any time, regardless of whether or not they own the token.
Did you hear that? Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna screw up my. Okay, we're gonna see if we can play that again because it's so important.
Of Web 2, but somehow be decentralized. It's probably good to have some clarity on why centralized platforms.
We got too far back. Here. Sorry.
That allows you to create, discover, and exchange NFT derivatives, which track and underlie websites. The thing that's always felt consensus. Clients ultimately of peers and
Sorry.
or first derivative needs.
Okay, here we are.
That's running remotely. At this point, what he's saying is Google before being routed data on chain. Let me give you an example. This one's great. Making an NFT. I also wanted to create a more traditional NFT. Most people think of images and digital art when
we'll
they
go
think
through
of
it again.
NFTs,
It's that important.
but NFTs generally do not store that data on chain. For most NFTs of most images, that would be much too expensive. Instead of storing on-chain data, NFTs instead contain a URL that points to the data. What surprised me about the standards was that there's no hash commitment for the data located at the URL, which is extraordinary to me too. That's like, what? You can't verify that the image is authentic? Looking at many of the NFTs on popular marketplaces being sold for tens, hundreds, or millions of dollars, that URL often just points to some VPS running Apache somewhere. Anyone with access to that machine, anyone who buys that domain name in the future, or anyone who compromises that machine can change the image, title, description, etc. for the NFT to whatever they'd like at any time, regardless of whether or not they own the token. There's nothing in the NFT spec that tells you what the image should be, or even allows you to confirm whether something is the quote correct image. So as an experiment, I made an NFT, and this is why I love Moxie. He doesn't just say it, he does it. So as an experiment, I made an NFT that changes based on who is looking at it. Since the web server that serves the image can choose to serve different images based on the IP or user agreement of the requester, for example, it looked one way on OpenSea, another way on Rarible, but when you buy it and view it, your crypto wallet should always be displayed as a large poop emoji. What you bid on it isn't what you get. There's nothing unusual about this NFT. It's just how the NFT specifications are built. Many of the highest priced NFTs could turn into a poop emoji at any time. I just made it explicit. So he shows.
Did you hear that? There is nothing unusual about this NFT. It's how the NFT specifications are built. Many of the highest priced NFTs could turn into a poop emoji at any time. I just made it explicit. So what he's implying is that there is no decentralizedness in this decentralized offering, that there is a centralized management of these NFTs, and it goes on and it gets even more incredible. Okay.
A little picture of the view on NFT on OpenSea, the view on Rarible, and then poop in the wallet. After a few days, without warning or explanation, the NFT I made was removed from OpenSea and NFT Marketplace. It's removed right here. The takedown suggests they violated some form of terms of service, but after reading the terms, I don't see anything any that prohibit an NFT which changes based on where it's being looked at from, and I was openly describing it that way. What I found most interesting, though, is that after OpenSea removed my NFT, it no longer appeared in any crypto wallet on my device. This is Web3, though. How is that possible?
Did you hear what he just said? All right? He put an NFT and it changed when you watched the OpenSea and Rarible, and then when you paid for it and you downloaded it into your wallet, into your crypto wallet, it changed into a poop emoji. You gotta love it, man. And then, after he had it up for a few days, OpenSea, this exchange for NFTs, decided that this wasn't cool, and he just wiped it off of the OpenSea. But what happens was it also wiped it off of the wallet. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be decentralized. Once it's on the blockchain, it's supposed to be staying on the blockchain. All right?
Right? It's supposed to be on the blockchain. A crypto wallet like MetaMask, Rainbow, is non-custodial. The keys are kept client-side, but it has the same problem as my dApps above. A wallet has to run on a mobile device or in your browser. Meanwhile, Ethereum and other blockchains have been designed with the idea that it's a network of peers, but not designed such that it's really possible for your mobile device or your browser to be one of those peers. A wallet like MetaMask.
Okay, so anybody who's downloaded something off of a peer network, like a movie or software or whatever, understands that there are seeds, and then all of a sudden the peers appear, and then these assets are downloaded through the uploading of other people who have this on their computer hard drive. What he's saying is, in this blockchain relationship, you're not the peer, you're not the node. Your browser and your phone doesn't have the processing power to have to be a node. So if you were a terrorist, you wanted to screw up the entire NFT economy, you just get to find out where the server is, you get a drone, boom. And there goes your OpenSea NFT marketplace, baby. All right? So, This to me is huge. I don't know why the entire industry, well, I know why the entire industry isn't talking about this, because there's so much money invested in um, uh, this marketplace the way it is. But the fact is, it's not providing the promise of decentralization. And so your crypto assets are at risk. And so what's the solution? Okay, well, the solution is, do I have it here? Did I get it here? The solution is Cardano is actually trying to create a a decentralized a decentralized blockchain and NFT solution. All right. So I'm gonna play for you the I'm gonna play for you the other side of the other side of the coin here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go here. So now this is a Murgo, and Keisha Dwyer is speaking, the marketing manager, right? And so she's going to describe Cardano's NFT offering here.
Space, as they like to say. And we're proud to announce that the launch of our NFT marketplace, Fiborite, will be happening early 2022. So Fiborite will provide a way to connect socially conscious artists with buyers and sellers within the Cardano ecosystem. It's developed by Emergo for Cardano, and we're utilizing ADA for transactions such as minting, buying, and selling. The pre-launch buzz has already been exciting. We've been named a top 5 NFT platform to watch for 2022 by Grit Daily. And we've also received coverage from prominent media publications such as Crypto Slate. But right now, we are calling on Cardano talent to get in touch with us to be a part of our highly anticipated launch. So if you are a Cardano artist or musician interested in selling your work as an NFT and share our beliefs that technology should have a positive social impact, get in contact with us at fiborite.io. We have a team that will assist creators with putting together their collection and best practices for promotion to really guide those going through the process for the first time.
So this. Okay. Sounds good, doesn't it? Let's give her her hand. So let's go to Fiborite. And I sent, so here's, you drop us a line. And so here are the different types of artists that they are collaborating with. And so I like this idea of the management behind the blockchain helping artists to sell their work on their chain. So I sent them a proposal, which is basically this. We can get this. We can send that to the end. Start from the first slide. So I sent them this proposal, and I said, "Look, Cardano has these naming conventions that kind of point back to the Renaissance, point back to the Enlightenment." And I was making the argument, look, you know, this is what we do with what the classical artist painting method. We are proposing that we look at realistic painting instead of having a Bored Ape. So you got Picasso, that's abstract, the Bored Ape, that's abstract, people, that's abstract. But what if we take the same respect that Cardano has for the Renaissance and the Enlightenment and bring that into, you know, instead of a stable coin, you have a stable piece of art. It exists here in the present. It has a shout out to the past and sort of it reimagines the future, right? And so in conclusion, I'm saying, look, I think I'm a good fit. I want to help moms and dads, grandpas and grandmas, learn how to paint and then create NFTs so they could like be the coolest person on the planet. And so that's my presentation. And I'm like, look, at the end of the day, you have all of this. At the end of the day, you've got the past, the present, and I propose the future. Come on, let's give it up. And then with Cardano, with their scaling solution for the second layer, right? It's all this great, incredible technology trying to solve the problems that we're just talking about, trying to really keep it decentralized and not fall into this centralized model that we have today on the internet. I'm saying, wouldn't it be awesome? Your grandpa, grandma, your mother, your father, you make a painting, right? So it exists in the real world. You turn it into an NFT, then you give it to your kid as a gift, right? You paint something that they're going to really like. It's like, oh my God, you painted that? Ma, you're the coolest. Grandpa, you're the most awesome. And so I think that's being very socially conscious, connecting the generations together, right? It doesn't have to be about hugging trees all the time. You know what I'm saying? It could be about family as well. And so I'm saying I can contribute to the future of NFTs on Cardano. I've written to them now a number of times. I haven't got a response back to my request to partner, but we'll just keep, that's the way it goes. I don't expect anything to come quickly. I'll just keep on partner with us. I'll just keep on keeping on. So that is the update. And so now I've kind of done my research. I feel good about I wanna because people make fun of Cardano like it's sort of a shite coin, and so I want to kind of I think from an ethical standpoint and from a business standpoint, it partly because I was like, I want to I want to really see this return, right, coming in terms of asset development and wealth creation. I have this, idea of keeping sort of a ethical sort of thing as far as the artwork is concerned, but I just don't want to be this ridiculous artist that doesn't make any money. I want to make money, with this project. And so the biggest financial opportunities right now is kind of like on OpenSea and with Wearable. That's where the most of the action is. And this Cardano thing is just starting up. So I was thinking, where do I go? Where do I go? I think I'm just going to go everywhere. But I want to really sort of make an effort to try to create a relationship with Fiborite or Murgo and this Cardano. Try to make a close relationship with this network. So we'll see, man. So now it's time. I've done the homework. And so now it's time I have to get a number of courses up online. Got to get these courses ready. I got to start putting a marketing thing behind these courses. I need to start getting some revenue streams coming in to support this. Now that I know what I want to do, it took me about a month, 2 months to kind of just let it just stay in there. But yeah, that's the plan, man. Let's give it a round of applause. Thanks to everybody for coming by. It's great to have you along. Come here, give me. Awesome. So keep where are we? All right. So yeah, keep on rocking, and let me see. I could go like this. Still gotta get the. Okay, we're cool. All right. See you next time. Au revoir.